Well, hello guys, and welcome back. This is going to be a little bit different for meditation this time. I'm recording this during the holiday season, and as I'm recording this, we've just passed Thanksgiving, we've passed Black Friday, it's Small Business Saturday, it's Night on Small Business Saturday. I really don't think there's anything on Sunday, and then we have Cyber Monday. And I think for some of us this year, maybe because it's 2020 or just because our holidays are different, we had all that excitement and build up and joy to the holiday. And then maybe today or maybe yesterday, you're starting to feel a little meh, right? You're starting to feel a little eh. We put so much anticipation and joy into the holiday, and now it's gone. Usually we experience that maybe at Christmas, maybe on a holiday, but sometimes, it comes odd times, and this time came during Thanksgiving, and I think maybe quite a few of us feel that way. So, as always, please do not try to force a meditation into, just a short little bit of time before you leave the house. Make sure you've turned off all distractions, your phone, games, TV, whatever. That said, if you feel like surfing out, you're not going to hurt her feelings. And of course, as always, make sure you have comfortable clothes and you can lie down or sit or stand on your head if that actually makes you happy in a place where you're going to be safe and comfy and not disturbed. As always, you can have a snack and you can have a drink. Some people like to do this during, some people like to save it for after. Sometimes when we meditate, it's good to have something to help us a little balance out a little bit and to have it right there for us. Or you can eat it and watch the video. It's all good. Close your eyes, open your eyes, anything that works for you. Okay, if you need to pause to go grab your snack and drink, go ahead and do that. All right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin like we always do. Now, please do not try to push your body. You know you. We're going to take a breath in and then we're going to let it go. So let's breathe in and just let it go. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel better? You can already feel a little of the stress going off of you from the holidays and from all the kind of post-holiday letdown. It's going away as we watch these lovely fireworks, and we thought we really needed this today. So what we're going to do today is we're all going to just kind of be here together, and Loki has brought us to see fireworks because they are his favoriteest thing. And as we're standing there with him, he says, you look kind of sad. You look kind of sad. What's the matter? And you say, well, Loki, I had all this stuff that I did during the holiday, and you tell them about the holiday, and you tell them about all the good things you did, and maybe you had to work for weeks to, get all the food on the table, or you had to work extra hard at work or at school or whatever. And the holiday came and you really enjoyed it, and maybe you enjoyed, a couple days after. But now you're feeling kind of down. And he says, why? And you go, why? And you say, Loki, it was amazing. Maybe you saw your family or friends, or you talked to them on the phone. Maybe you did a food exchange. Maybe you are in an area where you got to go out and spend time with people. You could have done all sorts of wonderful things, and you tell them about the food and the people. And maybe you stayed home and chilled and watched TV and ate pizza, but it was the most wonderful day ever in a lot of ways. But now you're kind of sad because it's gone, and for some of us, we worked and we put a lot of effort into the day, and it was wonderful. And now we're just kind of meh. And he listens and he smiles and he nods and he says, I know how that feels. It's kind of like these fireworks, he says, and he points up to the sky and we're watching the fireworks, and he says, that you put all this work into making the fireworks, and then you put all the work into figuring out the display, and then you light them, and they sure are beautiful, and it sure is exciting. But then, the show is over, and that can feel sometimes a little sad, but we'll always have the memory of the fireworks, and we can always have fireworks again. And he says, all these things that you're a little sad that you had and now you don't have. He says, you'll always have another holiday. There's a holiday every day of the year if you look it up. He says, you'll always have your friends and family to talk to. We always will. Whether we call them on the phone or we do something else, we'll always be able to communicate with them. And Loki will always be with us, as he reminds us. And he says, these special things. He goes, the meal, you really like the meal? And you go, yeah. And he goes, well, can you do that more than once a year? And you go, well, yeah. He says, don't you have other wonderful meals to look forward to as the year goes on? You go, yeah, yeah. And he says, see? He says, you have a lot of wonderful things in your life that you enjoy. Think of all the things that maybe you have in your home or maybe at work or at school or you go outside and you see. Think of all the wonderful things you enjoy every day. That's every bit of good as good to Loki as the holidays themselves. And I am getting little fox nuzzles right now. We were going to do a straight meditation video, but I am getting a little bit of fox nuzzles to try to figure out at least one musical clip for you guys. So it's going to be the same background, but we're going to try to figure that out for you, and we will see you guys on the other side. Okay, guys, wasn't that interesting music? It probably sure was because I haven't picked it out yet. But you can go ahead and if you had your eyes closed, you can sit up very slowly. You can grab your snack or your drink. We really weren't planning to do this one for very long, so I'm not sure which music you got. But, it is always good to remember that we always have something to look forward to every day. We put a lot of anticipation and wonder into the holidays, and that's a good thing. But we have simple everyday things that we can enjoy too. And I think sometimes we just, we kind of take them for granted. That daily cup of coffee, our favorite hairbrush, foods we like that we eat all the time. Sometimes we have to remember those are just as special as the holidays. And Loki looks at you and goes, well, you know what's coming. And you know, because we do this all the time. But it's good to remember, so you can take a favorite object, or if you've never done one of these meditations before, you can take any object you like. It doesn't even have to be a real object. You can imagine this object. And you're going to hold it in your hands. And you're going to remember watching fireworks with Loki. He wants you to feel the way you feel, hopefully feel right now. That the holidays have come and gone, and you've let go of the stress leading up to the holidays. And even though they're wonderful, they can be kind of stressful. You've let go of that stress too, and you've let go of the disappointment of the holidays being over, and you're ready to go ahead with your next adventure with Loki. And he says he wants you to always hold this object, if it's in your mind or it's something you picked off your desk, maybe a penny, maybe a pen, maybe it's something else, to hold this object, and you can always remember this time with him, to remember the fireworks. And to remember, Loki is a god of change. It is totally okay to change. It is totally okay to go on to new adventures, and for the holidays to be over, and for us to go back to normal life, at least until the next holiday. And that's good too. And we can earn enjoyment out of that too. So again, if you haven't opened your eyes, please open your eyes and sit up slowly. If you tabbed away, please surf back. We really hope you guys have enjoyed this. Anytime you want to talk to Loki, you can just talk to him in the heart. You don't need a video, you don't need a fancy altar, you don't need anything. Just talk to Loki in your heart, and please know that he hears you. And you are very wonderful to Loki. So we are going to see you guys next time. We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and blessed be.